Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us here at Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net, your choice for the conservative voice. And there's just so much debt in Illinois, and I know we are going to be having an election coming up, and that election is going to have consequences. And I know, Jack, part of the mission of the Republican Renaissance PAC is to elect 6 new House members, 6 conservative Senate members, and retain Tom Morrison and folks like Tom Morrison. And during the break, we were talking about the 6.7 or 67% tax increase in the middle of the night lame duck session. And what are we going to do, Tom, to preserve our state?
One of the things we're dealing with, I'll just list off a couple of issues that we're dealing with in this veto session. The gambling bill has resurfaced, and so that's a hot topic down in Springfield. Another one is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and Sears are the latest 2 companies to come to the state and ask for a variety of tax breaks. And if they don't receive it, then both of those companies have threatened to leave the state. The real issue is, and again, there have been other companies too, Caterpillar, Navistar, Motorola, have come to the state saying, look, we need tax relief. And the unfortunate thing is, what's being lost by many is that the Democrats did pass the state's largest tax increase this past January. And look at what it's done for the entire state as a whole. Now, the big companies...
But wait, it was in January during a lame duck session in the middle of the night.
Yes,
it
during the last veto session, prior to the new class, myself included,
so they
being
dumped,
sworn in.
They dumped a load on you guys to have to go ahead and sift and sort, and businesses are flying out.
Think how I feel about this thing.
But
I've got 600 employees, and I'm going to have to pay, and my business, auto engineering, is still profitable despite all this government influence. We're a manufacturing firm here in Illinois, still making a profit, 600 employees. How do I feel about them bringing Boeing in here and giving them everything to bring in 300 employees? Big deal. And on they're going with Sears and everything else. There are a lot of companies the size of mine that are privately owned, relatively small businesses, and we're all going to have to pay this stinking high tax. There's nothing fair about the way this is going.
Well, and that's what it comes down to. The small businesses, the medium-sized businesses, they don't have the extra resources to pay for a lobbyist or a team of lobbyists to come down and try to get a special deal. And you're right. Cumulatively, it's those small and medium businesses that employ the most amount of people. They don't grab the headlines, though. When a small shop closes with 5 employees, there isn't going to be a newspaper article. You won't see TV cameras.
Drive around any main street, all these strip malls for rent, for lease, they're like ghost towns. This is the heart and blood of America, our small businesses. This is what our country is built on. These are where the jobs are at. And we're killing that here in Illinois. How many businesses have actually left Illinois? And I remember when you were running, you said something. You want to put a gate around Illinois so people don't leave.
No, I was saying, no, we don't have that as an option.
Okay.
You cannot, when people are talking about immigration, they'll oftentimes talk about a border fence. Or, I actually at one point visited Eastern Europe. Just out of college, I visited East Germany and saw the actual Berlin Wall, which was put up, of course, to keep people in the communist bloc country.
It was 2 walls with a space between.
Right, but the point is that wall was erected because freedom-loving people were trying to flee communism. They were trying to get out, and so this wall was erected to prevent them from leaving. And I was saying, we don't have that as an option in Illinois. You cannot erect a border fence to force people to stay.
People will leave. People have been leaving in droves. That's why we lost a congressional district.
Well, it's obvious that that's not the case, and you don't have that opportunity, because if you go through the Indiana-Illinois border, you will look on one side and you will see devastation. you will see empty buildings. And you look right on the other side, and they are prospering. Now, we've got some sales tax hikes coming up beginning January 1st.
Again?
Downstate, anywhere from 8 to 9% people will be paying on sales tax. Now, what's going to happen to those businesses that live close to the county border?
Bye-bye.
People are going to be going to the next county and buying it cheap.
That's right.
I live in Cook County. I go to Lake County and shop because of that percentage.
Absolutely.
So the bottom line is we have to level the playing field, make it a friendly environment for all businesses, big and small. I want Sears to be here. I want CME to be here. I want Caterpillar and Boeing, and those companies should be in Illinois. There are a lot of attractive features. Unfortunately, the politicians have put in place very hostile regulations, tax policies that have made it a miserable place to be.
Tom, I started first business, not for myself, but for a rich man back in 1948. And I had to learn a lot because I was just 25 years old then. I had a lot to learn. And one of the things I did was study the economy of Chicago and the fact that Cook County was by twice the size of any other county in the whole United States. Chicago and environs was the biggest, most active industrial place in the whole world. This was the golden goose of industry.
Yes.
And this goofy gooses of politicians have killed the golden goose.
Killing the golden goose. Well, you know what?
This was, if you couldn't get a job in Chicago, you couldn't get a job anywhere.
I don't know if they've been killing it, but they've been,
choking it.
Basically putting a stranglehold on the
they've killed us with debt. The people say the mayor cleaned up the city. What the hell? He cleaned up the money account. He's bankrupted the city of Chicago.
It's prettier, though. It really is.
Yeah, well, at great cost.
At a great cost. Taxes, regulation, litigation, that is what is hurting our economy.